So guys, there is a lot I want to say in this video, and I'm going to be using the comment section of my previous videos to answer this particular question. I realize that many people still don't understand certain things and how study abroad is. Like I have always said that if you really want to jackpot, you need to do research. Research is very important in all this. But again, let's see how it works. I haven't done this series in I think in some months now, but I think I will start doing this so that we educate some people so they actually understand. Because most people, I dropped a question yesterday on Facebook and I was asking people if money is actually the problem that they think they need right now to move abroad. But to my greatest surprise, I realized most people were rather saying some other things. Some people said their problem is fear to begin the process. Some people said their problem is fear because they have money. Somebody equally said he has lost over 9 million in this traveling abroad thing. And I begin to wonder, how did you lose 9 millions if you wanted to move abroad? Then I asked a question, is it that you gave it to agents and they ate the money or stuff like that? But I have always said that these things you can do them yourself. You don't need anybody to apply for a visa for you. Put your millions in your personal bank account, then you look for the documents, you do the application, right? So telling me you lose 9 millions to people is ridiculous, and I really don't understand. I cannot figure it out. Because like I have said, there are countries, if you have that 9 million, why don't you apply for a school in Belgium? If you need assistance for somebody to apply for a school, pay somebody to apply for a school for you. Not like you go and give your millions to people promising you visas. I don't even understand. Some of you don't have admissions. Agents say they will give you visas and you believe in them. How would they give you a visa when you don't have admission? So please, we need to always think. We need to always think. There are a lot of things I realize that people don't know. Now, this is a question somebody sent to me yesterday. And the question said, is it highly advisable to travel abroad? Nigeria is currently insecure and cost of living wants to acquire most of us living here. Okay, now I have always said it and I will say it again with my full chest, right? Now, if you are in a particular location, for example, let's just take an African country, assume any. If you are there presently and you think that one, right, your life is not moving forward the way you planned, take this down. Secondly, cost of living shouldn't be a problem or shouldn't be a reason because you want to move abroad, right? To me, if you are running away from Nigeria because of cost of living and you are running away from Cameroon because of cost of living, then you will go to Canada, you will still meet cost of living. Cost of living is how much you pay for accommodation, how much you pay for food, how much you pay for transportation, internet, water bills, and all those bills put together. If you look at it, you are going to be paying in a foreign currency, which is higher than what you are paying back home. But now the question is, how much are you making back home to pay the amount you are paying, and how much are you going to be making over here to pay the amount you have to pay? So I don't always look at cost of living to generalize this jackpot thing. But one thing I always tell people is ask yourself, what do I want? Why do I want to jackpot? If your problem is cost of living and you think that where you are not getting value, jackpot bro. If you think that your problem is not cost of living, maybe your problem is education and you are not getting the quality you want, jackpot bro. Because of course, where you are going, the education there will always be like this, top notch, right? And always remember that I don't support people jackpotting to other places that will rather frustrate them, right? If you want to jackpot to a country that is good, a country that is developed, a country that is more better than where you are jackpotting to. Yes, I used to be in North Cyprus some years ago. But when I was in North Cyprus was better than Cameroon. For those who don't know, I'm a Cameroonian, right? But right now, will I advise you to go to North Cyprus? No. Even then, people used to complain. But I managed to survive because over there, I used to earn over 250,000 in 20 days, right? But when in Cameroon, can you earn that amount? You need to ask yourself. But now you cannot earn that amount in North Cyprus. So move to a place that will help elevate you. Move to a place that will be better. Because if you move to Canada, you move to most European countries, trust me, it will always be better than Nigeria. Stop listening to people telling you that, oh, yeah, we don't pick money on the street. Oh, yeah, you are still going to spend too much money, but at the end of the day, do you get value? Did you save? Are you building your career? Is it more better than where you were when you were in Nigeria? If yes, jackpot, bro, I will always tell you in my full chest. The problem is, do you have the money to travel? If yes, where do you want to travel to? Now, these are the places I will recommend you go to if you want to jackpot out of Nigeria. First of all, or out of any African country. First of all, the money you need to travel abroad. If you do not have money, chase scholarships. If you do not have, because you need money, literally you need money. If you don't have the money, chase scholarships, fully funded scholarships like the Erasmus scholarship that is going to open September, October upwards. Then you chase other bigger scholarships that are fully funded, right? Now, if you cannot get the qualifications and you think that scholarship is going to be slow for you, right? Please use self-funding. Now, for self-funding, you need money. And how much do you need to actually travel? Please, I will always say it again. As I know right now, the cheapest country you can enter, you need at least 4 million CFA francs. Please, for those my other people watching from other places, try to convert how much is 4 million CFA francs right now. Just use Google and do an estimate. 4 million CFA francs Cameroon money. That should be around, let me see, 6,720 euros is proof of funds for Finland, and that money should be around 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. So 4 million should be around 5,600 thereabout euros. So you need at least 5,600 euros if you really want to jackpot now. And I know for sure that the easiest countries to use education pathway is Portugal and Finland. Looking at proof of funds, looking at the first deposit you are going to pay when you gain admission. Right? Because I always generalize this money, looking at how much are you going to pay to the school when you get admissions and how much do you need to be in your bank account. Remember, this is for only those that are their own sponsors. Some of you have sponsors, some people have sponsors, but I'm talking specifically to those who are their own sponsors, like they have their own money. Put your millions in your bank account and then do your application. If you need help, you contact people, maybe you pay them some or something. If you need help, you watch videos, you go to Google, do research, or book appointments with people, then get the knowledge, then you carry on, right? That is the money you need, at least 5,600 euros upwards. Lithuania, if you look at Lithuania now, you need to pay tuition. Before proof of funds is 5,000 euros, right? 5,400. If you look at Italy, Italy is how much? You need to pay tuition at least 1,000 euros. Some schools ask less, like Padua and Padova, they ask less. Then how much is proof of funds? You need at least, is it close to like 6,000 euros? If you look at Portugal, how much is proof of funds? If you have a sponsor, it's different. But if you are the one sponsoring yourself, you need 1,000 euros. And after that, you must have paid first deposit to the school. Like the University of Mino, they ask 1,000 euros. Some other universities, they will ask you maybe to pay in installments, petty money, lesser than 1,000 euros. So these are the cheapest countries you have now. Now, this is how much you need. You need to ask yourself, do you have this money to move to these places? Now, if you have the money, try and move, because at the end of the day, those places will still be better than where we are. This is a fact. If you are hardworking, don't let anybody deceive you. I'm telling you truth on here. Here we are going to be sharing it. No matter how it is, yes, inflation is there. You have to pay tax, you have to pay accommodation, all those things. But at the end of the day, your life will be more better. There are a lot of things that most Cameroonians don't know they cannot do in Cameroon, but while abroad you can do them. Most people don't know. It is a fact. Okay, so that is what I'm always saying. Then again, other reasons, like I said, you always need to ask yourself, why do you want to move? Are you moving because only, still talking based on the question, are you moving because of only living costs and other things? If you think you want to save more money, you can move. Are you looking at PR, permanent residency in other countries? Are you thinking of your children's career and their maybe their well-being in the future? Looking at it, because me, I always look at myself. I'm already, you understand. But now, when I'm doing plans now, I always try to look at it. Okay, now what if I get kids tomorrow? How are they going to face this challenge here? How are they going to face it here? How will this place treat them? How will this other country treat them? These are the type of things I put into consideration. So you need to consider your kids. Consider if you want citizenship. Then if you're looking at PR, if you are looking at good electricity, good healthcare, and so many other amenities, then you can move, okay? Then you also need to look at their money. I explained that already. So these are some of the things I want you to always put into consideration. This is the first question. Then the second question is, please, how to apply as a teacher to countries like Luxembourg and European countries. There is a lot I do on Facebook, not just YouTube, but many people still don't get it. Now, you want to apply as a teacher to a country like Luxembourg and other European countries. Brother, this procedure is going to take you a lot of time. Yeah, sometimes we watch videos on YouTube and other platforms and they look simple to us, but they are not actually simple. Now, do you know that you need a license? You need another qualified license to apply to teach in these countries. Do you know that? That's the first problem. Do you equally know that some of these countries, they don't speak English, like the UK, Ireland, and Canada, and USA, and Australia? You need to learn their language, somehow get at least the basics before you can integrate into their system. Do you know that? Because teaching is not just an odd job, it's not an odd occupation. You need to get some skills, levels of skills. Do you know that? Now, can you get these skills from where you are? The question and the answer is no. What you need now to do is to find your way and go into these countries, then get the basic knowledge you need to better yourself, then you perfect your teaching skills and maybe possibly learn the language a bit, so that when you go into the field, you are going to earn huge money. Otherwise, this is going to be a very big issue for you. Guys, I'm not even joking about this. I'm telling you facts. People don't know this, but it's not going to be easy. Well, you may get some certain jobs abroad, maybe some odd jobs and certain things, cleaning jobs, restaurant jobs, but these are not skilled jobs. These are not skills that are in demand, right? We are talking about in-demand skills here. Now, another question somebody asked me was, can I send my passport to Lithuania if I have someone there? Well, I don't even understand what he is talking about because the question is not complete. But I believe that he is saying that if he has someone in Lithuania, can he send his passport so that the person can take the passport and then they should stamp his visa? Brother, in this case, I would say it can work and it may not work. First, you need an authorization letter to give to this person to take your passport to wheresoever he is taking for them to stamp it. This is the first thing. However, I will advise you, if you are looking at possibilities to enter Lithuania and they are not forthcoming, I will advise you to use a Schengen Quali, a Schengen visa to enter. Now, a Schengen visa is a visa that will last for more than 90 days, a short stay visa basically. But if you use it and go in, whereas you already have an admissions offer letter, you may speak to the authorities of your school in Lithuania and see if they can convert your visa from a tourist visa and give you a student permit. I hope you understand. In this case, only the authorities in Lithuania can do it, not anybody, not even you. You should know this. Some people are like, oh, I can change tourist visa. Bro, when you go in there, you will know that it is difficult to do this. Things are done in a logical way and with laws. So please don't just go and start doing certain things. Again, I will not even advise you to send your passport to somebody, except that this person is your brother and you really know the person. Now, I have given you options. Also look at the other options that the immigration system in Lithuania or the Migri actually gave international students. I know maybe because your country is not, because for Cameroonians, you can apply from UAE, United Arab Emirates. For other nationalities like Nigerians, they have to go to other faraway countries. But how easy is it to navigate to these countries? That is the question. Now, I know this question is from someone maybe who is far, who does not know where to get the Lithuanian study visa. But in this case, you can probably write a message to the Migri and ask them other possibilities on where to get, because you never can tell. You may be lucky, right? But again, remember to send an email to Migri, ask them. Then after that, you also look at possibilities to get your temporary residence permit before you move to Lithuania. Because like I said, always try to avoid stress as much as you can. Some of these things can be very tedious, just that you don't know. And some people end up giving up. I know a lot of people who have already given up on this jackpot thing. And the truth is that when you give up now, is it going to get better in your country? No. Are you going to forget about it? No. So the only thing I will encourage you to do is keep chasing until you get to where you are. I hope this helps somebody.